What is going on, everybody? So what's going on in Minnesota right now? Besides people getting angry and protesting and rioting and burning and destroying. Does it remind you of a couple years ago with all those protests? Does it remind you of anything in particular at all? Except this time now the governor is saying, we're going to defend, we're going to stand up. Why is he doing that? It wouldn't be to cover his own butt, no. He's not involved in any kind of fraud or anything like that. No way. He was running for president or vice president. He was the most popular person, one of the best. And now he is the center of attention for some multi-billion-dollar whatever, funneling money through Somalian, all this nonsense everybody's paying attention to. The bigger problem is the left. The bigger issue we have as a society is the left are gearing up for something big, to put it simple. They are out there practicing getting good with firearms, learning how to work the system. Beside the fact that they're paid for by billion-dollar, whoever in the background that's paying for their release from jail, paying for their training, paying for their bricks on the ground, paying for all this stuff for them, their fooding, their housing, all this stuff. They're out there practicing, getting good at destroying the country. They are backed by people that want to destroy their country. They are defending people coming into the country illegally that want to destroy the country. While the right complains online, goes to a protest, we'll show them we really said something, we spoke our mind, they'll learn their lesson. The left does not listen, the left does not care, the left does not give a shit about what you say or what you think or God or morals. They have people with blue hair dressed up as cats with things shoved up their ass, pooping in litter boxes. Do you really think they care about what you say, about God, about morals? Do you really think they care about any of that? Here's the fact. They're getting good at it. We're going to work. We go to sleep. We hang out with our families. We're tired. And I just got to work. Speaking of, what are we doing? Are we practicing? Are we learning? Are we understanding what's going on? Besides watching online, oh my God, there's a protest. We're going to watch the riots. I got caught up with that with the George Floyd thing and the Kyle Rittenhouse. Watching it online. Look at all this crazy shit going on. Look at all this crazy stuff. Look at this. My brother lived up Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania somewhere, and he was showing me videos of all this crazy stuff. It wasn't down where I live at, because where I live at, there was like 5 people at the park with the little sign. They protest. It was laughable at best. But what's going on now is a different aspect. That's not because the cops may or may not have killed somebody. It's not about police brutality. It's about an idea that this country is bad. And those people are standing up to fight the country they think is bad. That gives them everything. That lets people come into the country. That supplies everything they could ever want and need. And they say it's bad and it needs to be changed. While the right goes to work and goes to church and prays and pays for the people that want to burn the country down. What are we doing when we make groups to practice? People form militias, they form groups of like-minded individuals. You're called a racist or a Nazi. You're called a conspiracy theorist. I watched this video the other day about a militia forming, and everybody was like, all the comments and things, or it was a local neo-Nazi group or something like that. And in the background, it had like, I don't know, 6 or 7 black guys dressed up with them. And I find it hysterical that the left could even say that they're Nazis or they're white supremacists when they got black people in the group with them training because they love America. They want to protect America. They want to stand up for America. So it doesn't matter what the left calls you. It doesn't matter what they say. Just know who you are, and everything that you say, it goes in one ear and out the other with them. It does not matter. Jesus could come down and say that, everybody should listen to Trump. And they're going to say, that guy floating in the sky is literally Hitler. We need to burn him at the stake. He could cure cancer, and he is a, white supremacist. Let's hang him. It does not matter what you say. The idea that they have, the ideological thought process in them is so warped. It is so twisted from the food they eat, the drugs that they take, the lack of self-discipline, the culture of getting whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. And F you if you disagree with me. You're fighting that mentality. The way the right is going about it of, we're going to go to Congress and we're going to go protest and we're going to change. You're not, because these people don't care about that kind of stuff. They don't care what you have to say. And they are actually standing up and doing something about it, which is, in their eyes, a good thing. In our eyes, it's, lawlessness. It's burning cities to the ground. In their eyes, in Hitler's eyes, he thought he was doing something good. Everybody else, well, you're not doing too good there, buddy. The left is the same way. There's nuts on the right too, don't get me wrong. But I would rather be on the right side than the left side that wants to poop in litter boxes. Again, it is insane world right now that we're living in. The problem I have, and I'm concerned with, is the left are actually taking up arms and doing stuff. They're actually engaging in what they believe in, and they're protesting, and they're getting good at it. And like I said, they're backed by billions of dollars. They're backed by corporations that want to push this narrative. They get free shit all the time. They have no consequences to whatever they do. That emboldens them to do more of the stupid shit that they do. And we're tired because we go to work, and I get that. But it's time for you, as an American that loves the country, that loves God, that loves your family. You cannot just sit back and just watch this happen. You need to actively get involved and get rid of this shit. Put it away. Get it to go away. However that means, I don't know. I have no idea. But it's time the right actively gets up and starts saying no to this stuff and not be pacifists anymore. It's time to put your ideas and your morals ahead of what you want for yourself. I just want to be left alone. I just want to go out into the woods and have a little homestead with a little yurt or a little cabin and be left alone. But I know that's not going to happen, because sooner or later, whether in my lifetime or my kids' lifetime or my grandchildren's lifetime, sooner or later the left is going to come for them, because God forbid you have a family. God forbid you're a white male or a white family. God forbid you just want to be left alone and you don't want to be involved with any of this stuff. It's coming to you whether you want it to or not. And the time to stand up for what you believe in, stand up for your country, it's now or that's a stupid saying, but it's true. It's now or never. You have to be involved with what is going on right now. Quit paying attention to the little small stuff here and there and understand the bigger picture of what's going on. We are being reshaped. We're being destroyed from within and remolded into some dystopian, communist, whatever you want to call it. I have that little booklet. Maybe I'll do a video on that. The manifesto of how to destroy a country and to bring it back to communism. It's literally play for play what is going on right now. And the left is pushing their agenda swimmingly along. And the right, whether you or not you, what are you actively doing preparing yourself for what is to come? I'd like to know what y'all think. Have a great day.